Hello students, hope you are doing well. So here there is a direction for questions. The passage below is accompanied by a set of questions. We need to choose the best answer to each question. So we have already discussed this text and I assume that you have understood it and you have gone through the text also. Um, well, uh, let's move to the question. So what does the question point out? It points out in the question statement that which of the following arguments is most analogs to the one presented in the passage. Well, look into the options. So what each option points out here. The first option says a successful entrepreneur's approach is determined more by their adaptability than by their long-term business strategies. Second option, a painter's art is characterized more by their creativity than by their knowledge of art history. Third, a student's success is determined more by their intelligence than by their study habits. So, and the fourth one, a scientist's discoveries are more influenced by their academic training than by their intuition. Now, the passage argues what? The passage argues that our consciousness, right? Because the argument is given at the end of it, where it is stated, an argument can be made that just as our consciousness is characterized more by I can than by I think, a successful athlete's mindset is defined more by I can than by I plan. Now we need to identify which of the following argument is most connected, analogs to the one presented in the passage. So on the basis of that argument of the passage, that our consciousness is characterized more by what? More by I can, isn't it? So possibilities of action than by I think, cognitive planning. The analogs argument suggests that a successful athlete's mindset, right? Successful athlete's mindset is defined more by what? More by I can, right? Their ability to perform than by I plan, strategic thinking. So what is it called as a? Now, their abilities to perform, abilities to perform than by what? Then by you can say that I plan. So the word, the phrase or the clause I plan indicates about what? Strategic thinking. Strategic thinking, isn't it? So strategic thing. And if we look into the option one, it is analog to the passage because it emphasizes the importance of adaptability, the ability to perform, right? So adaptability or called as a ability to perform, ability to perform, right? So at the same time, it is also stated about what? Now over long time strategies, that is called as a strategic thinking. Isn't it? Strategic thinking. So this aligns with the passage idea that I can abilities to act is more important than I think, that called as a abstract planning. Isn't abstract planning? Well, let's move to the other options. What the other options point out? Like we read the option two, and option two focuses on what? Now focuses on creativity and knowledge of art history, right? So creativity than by their knowledge of art history, right? So which are not directly related to the passage emphasis on action and plan. Therefore, you can consider it is not the best match, right? It is not the best match. So because we have been asked most analogs, right? Now, Look at the option 3. A student's success is defined more by their intelligence than by their study habit. So option 3 deals with intelligence and study habit, which are not the same as the I can and I plan concept. So this cannot be also aligns, right? Now, fourth one, option 4, you can say that a scientist's discoveries are more influenced by their academic training than by their intuition. So this one, which are different from the I can and I plan concept discussed in the passage. So therefore, option 2, 3, and 4 are eliminated on the basis of the reason behind it. So option 1 is the most appropriate analogs, right, which is connected to the argument. I hope you understood the text. So the answer option is 1. That's all. Thank you. Let's move to the next question.